Being the chosen one may seem like a magical gift from the outside, but in fact, it comes from honesty, serenity, and the power to express your authentic self without fear. The crescent moon and M-mark symbol are the signs that start your inner journey. The crescent moon symbolizes renewal and the transition from darkness to light. The M is reminiscent of a mystical seal and is a symbol of determination and the courage to walk into the unknown. Listen, everyone is talking. Everyone is trying to attract attention, to make their presence felt. The alerts on your phone are accumulating like waves crashing on the shore. Your name is mentioned in discussions. You arouse curiosity in people you have never met. In this chaos, some raise their voices and wear flashy clothes to attract attention. But you are different. You carry that special energy that changes the mood the moment you enter a room. This power comes not from how loud you speak, but from how much you own who you are. Before we continue, I want you to take a deep breath, and then you have to do 3 things. Press the like button, subscribe so we can reach 10,000 people, and write a comment with the number 99. So how do you become this? First, learn to live the truth about yourself without shame. Center on curiosity instead of fear, love instead of anxiety. Believe in yourself and do not hesitate to say, "I am here." To be chosen is to be able to walk into a room and change the atmosphere without needing the approval of others. It doesn't come from what you wear, nor from the ornamentation of the words you speak. It comes from your confidence in yourself and your inner light. The crescent moon and M-mark signs represent a kind of inner awakening, fearless self-expression, and staying true to your essence. In the chaos of the outside world, you still remain yourself. Despite all the voices in your way, despite all the faces on the screen, remember that the real sign is hidden in your own heart and energy. Then, without having to demand attention will be directed to you, and you will learn what it means to be a true chosen one. Think about those times when someone walks into a room and instantly changes the atmosphere without saying a word. Maybe it's the confidence they exude, or the way their silence drowns out the noise around them. They are hard to ignore because they don't need validation. It is you. And let's face it, looks are not everything. Beauty is only one aspect of attractiveness. While people like your beauty, what really grabs their attention is your ability to evoke strong emotions in them. It's your unchanging energy and the way you continue to impress them long after you've left. You have discovered the skill of being rather than seeking, something most people never learn. And that's why you are unquestionable. Romance is not the only aspect of attraction. There are others. People are drawn to you by admiration, intrigue, and even an inexplicable attraction. And right now, you are the source, the focus and the cause of many hearts caught in a whirlwind of emotions, all pointing to the same indisputable truth. You have what they want. If you believe in the Lord's unwavering love, His ever-present presence, and His sovereign plan for your life, write 88 because He is trustworthy and He keeps His word. The worst part is that you are attractive to a variety of people. It's a mix. People from all backgrounds and personalities find themselves around you. Your confidence fascinates some, while your mystery fascinates others. You are a challenge for some and a muse for others. For whatever reason, they all find themselves thinking about you more than they should. Think about that person who has no intention of falling in love with you, but is drawn to your feelings. Maybe they were initially indifferent, even skeptical, but eventually something changed. In a society that rarely pays attention, it could be your presence, listening and carrying yourself without needing validation. Or maybe it was just that you didn't want to impress anyone. It was enough to be who you are. There are also those who admire you from afar. They see how people interact with you, how spaces change as soon as you enter, and how people naturally gravitate towards you. Even if they never say it, you stand out in their thoughts. And the attraction of that, love follows you, not the other way around. Even if that is not your intention, you still become the most sought-after person in town. People are drawn to you because of the magnetic energy you radiate. Some will oppose this, while others will try to deny it. But in the end, the fact remains, you are responsible for more heartbeats than you know. What is the best part? You simply continue to exist. You are a song that resonates long after it's over. An unfinished novel or an unfinished movie. They think they know you, but just when they think they understand who you are, you run away from them like smoke. This makes them angry. People are drawn to clarity. They expect everything to be labeled and organized, to make sense and fit neatly into boxes. And what about you? You are an anomaly to their typical behavior. They cannot identify you because you do not follow certain patterns. At one point, you are the most charming person in the room, easily grabbing everyone's attention. At the next point, you become distant, preoccupied with your own thoughts, making them question whether you were even interesting in the first place. And there, infatuation begins. According to psychology, individuals are attracted to things that are difficult to understand. When something is fully understood, it loses its sense of wonder. But when there is a hint of the unknown, curiosity takes over. They need to know more. You act this way, but why? Why do you give your time and attention to some people and not others? What gives them the impression that they are always trying to understand you but never quite succeed? They will observe you meticulously, studying your body language, speech, and silences to fill in the gaps. Some may ask direct questions in the hope of getting a definitive answer. People will avoid you because they don't want to admit how much of their mind you occupy. Enter 77 right now to awaken your energies and discover the secrets of your soul. But the truth is that no matter what they say, you are rent-free in their thoughts. But the real power is that you are not pressurizing about it. You are not pretending or playing games. You have perfected the skill of striking a balance between just being present and revealing aspects of yourself. You know how to attract people without making them feel like you are all theirs. So the cycle continues. The more they try to understand you, the lower they fall. The less you explain, the more they want to know. Your name continues to resonate long after you have left the room. Not every person who observes you supports you. Some dislike you. Some want you. Some adore you. But what sets you apart is that instead of fighting the criticism, you overshadow it. Some people live with drama because of their insecurities and their desire to undermine others. But no matter how much they talk, plan, or wish they could, they cannot extinguish your light. Why? Because you are not using their frequency. The lower vibrations that engulf them are not the same vibrations that you are tuned to. You are moving differently, and they are disturbed by it. Think about this. When you enter a room, the energy changes. Some people feel inspired. Others see danger. What about the negative ones? They feel vulnerable. Just being around you makes them realize how inadequate they are and how much they are pretending. As a result, they react. They try to twist stories, gossip, and make derogatory remarks. Not because you have done anything wrong, but because your energy is destroying their dreams. But the truth is, they cannot touch you. You don't have to agree, defend, or explain yourself. Just continuing to be who you are is enough to rock their world. Because, while they are busy trying to pull you down, you are rising up. While they are wasting their breath talking about you, you are moving forward. And they know in their heart that they cannot stop you. That's why they are so obsessed. What really enrages them is that for every person who dislikes you, 10 more are attracted to you. People are attracted to individuals who are sincere, light, and act with purpose and confidence. Therefore, no matter how hard they try, negativity will never stick to you. You thrive despite jealousies, rumors, and efforts to bring you down. Also, after all, you have been chosen. chosen to be different, chosen to lead, chosen for observation, admiration, and conversation. And whether they love you or envy you, they cannot ignore you. Your name is there long before you enter a room. It permeates discussions, is whispered among your admirers, and scrutinized by those who try to understand you. There are others who talk about you with admiration, interest, and envy. But whatever the tone, you are the discussion. Also, your influence naturally increases. The streets have done the publicity for you, so you don't need to do it again. Even those who have never met you are familiar with your name, your swagger, and your personality. Also, when your name is referred to, it carries weight. No one can ignore it. Some defend it, others doubt it. And that is why you are unique. Most individuals try to create a reputation, build an image, and force recognition. But you? Nothing is forced on you. Just the mere fact that you are here has an impact. Even if you are not trying to gain attention or influence, people can't stop talking about you. Why is that? Because you offer them something tangible. You exude a sincerity that no one can imitate or fake. You act confidently without being cocky. You participate, but never overdo it. People are interested in you and want more because you give them the impression that they have only touched the surface of who you really are. Discussions about you are fueled by this enigma and natural charm. Consider this: when someone has real influence, their presence can be felt even when they are not physically there. They don't need to be there to control the conversation. And what about you? You don't even need to try to perfect it. Others observe you because they want to be like you. Others do it out of admiration. Some spread stories because they can't stand you outshining them. Others protect your reputation because they have experienced your energy themselves. But ultimately, they all have the ability to know who you are. And whether people admire you, envy you, or are unsure how to feel about you, one thing is certain: your name has an impact, and this influence is growing. They say the truth will set you free, but most people can't handle it. Being the loudest person in the room is not a sign of confidence. It has nothing to do with arrogance, aggression, or attention-seeking. True confidence is calm, steady, and unwavering. And this is exactly what makes you so attractive. Even before you speak, people can tell by your demeanor, your movements, and the few minutes you spend making eye contact before you look away. Without using a single word, all this means a lot. Being confident is more than displaying it. It's radiating it. And when you embrace who you are without apology, the world takes notice. Think of people who are easily admired. It's not necessarily because they are the most gregarious or conventionally handsome people. It's because they act as if they already belong and don't need to prove anything. What about this energy? It has a magnetic quality. Now consider the opposite. Those who try too hard, seek approval in every situation, and allow insecurity to show up in their words and actions. This is very clear. Confidence attracts people. Desperation repels. People start giving you approval without hesitation when you don't need it. There is a story of a person who changed their perception of themselves, and as a result, changed how others saw them. They stopped over-explaining, trying to please, and compromising their comfort level to accommodate others. Then suddenly, everything changed. They became indisputable. They were remembered long after they left a room. People paid attention when they spoke. They finally accepted who they were, not because they had changed. And therein lies the secret. Being confident means embracing who you are, not changing who you are to fit a certain stereotype. When you stop looking for approval, accept your imperfections, and act as if you already belong, the world can't help but believe in you. Self-confidence is a frequency. The right people, the right energy, the perfect opportunities. When you tune into them, they all start to follow you. Not everyone may express it directly. Some people will be brave and confidently express their true feelings to you. But what about the majority? The majority will adore you silently, observing from the sidelines in the hope that you will notice them without speaking. The problem with admiration is that it doesn't always come out as open confessions. Sometimes it is in the little things, in quiet actions, in subtle but clear hints that you are making an impression. Some will also take a direct shot. They find ways to get into your circle, leave hints in conversations, or bombard your phone with messages. They want you to know that they are thinking about you, that they think very highly of you and will do anything to be close to you. Others will look on in admiration. They will keep thinking about what you say long after you have spoken. They will follow your stories and wait for your next post on social media, hoping you will notice them. They will mention your name in conversations just to feel a connection with you. Their behavior will always betray them, even if they never openly admit how impressed they are with you. Others show their appreciation in surprising ways, such as competitiveness, imitation, or jealousy. Love is not the source of all interest. The way you impress others will be too much for some people. So, instead of participating in the appreciation, they will show it as competition. But don't be fooled. Their eyes will be on you. And this is where wisdom comes in. Not every praise is worth giving. Some are attracted to you for the right reasons, while others are attracted to you to feed on your enthusiasm. It is important to understand this distinction. People who truly appreciate you will not ask for more than you are prepared to provide. But what about those who don't? They will try to drain you, draw you into their turmoil, or instill guilt for the attention you receive. The power is in your hands. You don't have to respond to every message, fan, or look. It is up to you who has access to your energy. Because after all, who are the real ones? They will not have to beg for your presence to be respected. They cannot have you, but they still want you. You are too focused on your own development to be easily caught. Not because you are an asshole or because you are trying to manipulate someone. Therefore, you become even more attractive. You see, most individuals have spent their whole lives chasing attention, chasing approval, or chasing someone to satisfy their inner needs. But what about you? You have a bigger goal in mind. Your journey, your progress, and your purpose are your main concerns. You are already whole, so you are not waiting for someone else to finish you. And what about this energy? It is not ordinary. It is enthusiastic. That's why people want to be part of your world. Also, if you invest in yourself, people will want to invest more in you. People start to realize that it is a privilege to keep up with you every time you level up, get better, and move forward. They can feel that you are different without you having to tell them. And because of this feeling, they desire you even more. Some may strive to win you over, believing they can go beyond the imperceptible barrier that separates them. They will try to see if you will slow down enough to let them catch up. The truth is that those designed for you will never need you to shrink. They will not force you to dim your light, stop moving forward, or give up your quest to make themselves comfortable. Some will also think you are arrogant. They will accuse you of being indifferent, of being too good for some people. But they know the truth in their hearts. Simply put, they are not used to someone unnecessary. The paradox of attraction is that the more effort you put into pursuing your own development, the more people will follow you. You are selective, not because you are unavailable. You don't entertain random people. You don't waste time, effort, or presence with those who don't deserve it. And that keeps them coming back. Your capacity to remain undisturbed, concentrated, and untouchable makes you the rarest thing in a world where others are starving for attention. A treasure they cannot earn unless you let them. What you make others feel is what fascinates them, not just your physical presence. You stand out because you provide something rare In a world where most people are ignored, misunderstood, and unheard, authentic connection. Also, you absorb rather than just listen. You understand, you just don't react. And with that much focus, it's attractive. People leave after talking to you feeling lighter, as if they have been noticed for the first time in a long time. It's not about solving their problems or using the ideal phrases. It's about your energy. People want to be close to you simply because you make them feel important. Your presence makes some people fall in love with you. But what about those who stay around you? They stay because of how you make them feel. They remember that one meeting where you really noticed them when no one else did. That's why you leave an impression. Because while others want attention, you offer them something deeper, a sense of appreciation. And once someone experiences that, they will always remember you. Speaking is a sign that you are important. The truth is that they are thinking about you, regardless of whether the statements are true, false, or completely made up. Moreover, trivial things do not lead to rumors. Rumors start with people with a distinctive, impressive, and prominent presence. Some may spread rumors because they think well of you, while others will do so out of jealousy and an effort to influence public opinion. What don't they understand, though? Your charm grows with every whisper. Consider this. Attraction feeds on mystery. People are more interested in you when they hear conflicting information about you. Really, who are they? They start to focus more intently, trying to separate fact from fantasy. As a result, they are more drawn to your gravitational field. And what about the intelligent ones? They don't follow rumors. They let their energy speak, because the truth will eventually come to light. While others spend their breath defining you, you are busy living, growing, and rising to correct them. So let them speak. Let them think. Because whether people adore you, doubt you, or envy you, ultimately, you are the subject of discussion. And as long as you don't shrink or minimize your existence to please other people, you are wanted, and you deserve it. There are others who will try to make you feel bad about the attention you receive. They will attribute it to arrogance, luck, or even timing. But in their hearts, they know that you deserve it. Your enthusiasm, confidence, and sincerity are completely intentional. It comes from living life on your own terms, not begging for approval, and letting your presence speak louder than words. Being desirable requires not waiting for acceptance, but recognizing your own worth regardless of who thinks so. It requires realizing that appreciation is based not only on outward appearance or social standing, but also on the energy you provide, the way you make others feel, and your indisputable attractiveness that you can no longer doubt. It seems that everyone is talking about you. There is no denying the energy around you. The only question that remains is what to do with it. Don't just stand there. Subscribe if you want more of these mind-blowing discoveries, honest conversations, and a front-row seat to the drama of human nature. By signing up, you're not just following the discussion. You're joining a group that questions accepted wisdom and delves deep into our innermost thoughts. We are not interested in the rotten stuff, and this is not your typical channel. So click the subscribe button, enable alerts, and let's continue our adventure. What mysteries can we discover next? The game is just beginning, so stay tuned.